I can't even figure out how to transfer the few photos that were salvaged from my flight logs over to my phone. Like, I got some epic shots that day. And I almost care as much about losing my footage as I care more about that than I do about taking a $450 hit while I'm currently unemployed. Oh my God. Every month, they say every month, people are crashing into the Bellagio because there's such a popular spot to fly a drone. You guys aren't going to believe this. I spent all week trying to convince the Bellagio that my drone was on it because I had the record of the drone crashing on it and it was on a window, right? And they couldn't find it anywhere. I spent all week going back to the Bellagio, looking in the public areas, trying to find it. And then today I sold all of the remaining stuff with my Mini 4, downgraded to a Mini 3, negotiated the best deal possible. Several drones got shipped to me through Taobao that ended up being stolen and I had to ship them back and I'm trying to get refunded. After all of that, I finally buy this Mini 3, I fly it and I see it on the window. I found the fucking drone and I'm leaving in 5 days and hopefully I can recover it. Yeah, I would definitely need like a 10 meter. I think 5 is not big enough. And none of these windows open?
It's closed.
Middle one too?
Yeah, cannot open.
Just have to kind of hook around until eventually it comes down. And you guys, of course, wouldn't let me on top of this thing, right?
This one we cannot go upstairs.
Yeah. Can't get like a ladder to go onto this. And then from here.
No, it's very dangerous, sir.
That's what?
It's very dangerous, sir.
Very dangerous? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm walking out of the police station in Shanghai right now because I had no other resort to try to get my drone back. And I was a little scared to do it because I did fly my drone in a place where it specifically says no drone signs like everywhere, but there's always like 20 drones flying there. And right before my drone took off, I showed to an officer that I had the paperwork to fly and he said, go ahead, fly it. So the way I see it, like, you know, there were no witnesses that I said that to the officer, but I didn't do anything wrong, right? So, I went there and I showed them the registration and they actually contacted the guy who does this stuff for a living. He's gonna drive 2 hours to get here. He originally said 700 yuan, which is like $100. And I'm like, you know, I already replaced the drone that's probably broken anyways. I just want the footage. I'll do it for 500. He's like, yes. Because he said yes so fast, he probably would have done it for cheaper, but whatever. It's like 75 bucks. But yeah, let's go see if it works. Let's see if I get my drone tonight. And it's probably gonna be broken. We got 2 drones. Oh, shit. So attempt 1, the guy's rescue string wraps completely around the propellers of the drone and just takes it down to the ground. But he recovers it and he flies it again for attempt number 2. The drone gives off some weird warning signal and he was getting real close to saving my thing too. The string is on the drone, he's about to save it, but it gives a warning signal, I don't know what. And he goes, oh shit. And then he like lifts the drone up to make sure it doesn't crash into the building, and it goes full speed ahead into the building next to it, crashes into a brick wall, completely decimates his drone. And then he's like, well, I mean, there's nothing I can do now. And at least he was a nice guy and didn't try to ask me for the money anyways, because like I felt bad for him, but it was entirely his fault. There was nothing I could do about it. And yeah, my drone is still stuck there. The drone rescuer came earlier today, and by the time I got to the Bellagio, he had already rescued the drone. Check it out. It's just one damaged wing, one little piece missing. Hopefully it operates fine, but it rained several times this past week and a half since it's been missing, so I'm not too optimistic. Hopefully I at least have the drone footage recovered though. We'll see. So to me, the most mind-blowing thing about this is that cops were actually willing to help. They actually went out of their way to help me, even though it was something that was like my own mistake. And I've only had to go to cops in like 5 different countries in all my travels, usually to just get a police report for insurance-related reasons, like a car accident or whatever. And in every other country, the cops just don't want to help you. In the US, Argentina, Jordan, in Indonesia, the cops just like, they just act like dicks. They're like, oh, I'm not here to help you. I'm here to just sit on my ass. And like in Jordan, they were literally just blowing cigarette smoke in my face, and they held me in the police station longer than I wanted to be there. I tried to leave, and they held me for hours. And they were just harassing me. And it's like in Indonesia, they had me just like drive to different police stations, etc. In China, they actually like gave a fuck, and they wanted to help. And I think in Japan it's kind of similar. It's just like an East Asian thing. Like the cops are actually like, their job is to help people in need, and they will go out of their way to help you. So that's really good. At this point, China makes a list for one of the nicest countries I've ever been to. I just got out of this drone store, and they feel so bad because I like sold them my drone controller at a discounted price, and they've already gotten rid of it. And I've downgraded everything that's not compatible with the Mini 4. And so like, if I fix it now, then I just have 2 drones, and if I try to sell it back to them, I'm losing a ton of money. So now it's just like, I'm gonna have 2 drones and 2 controllers, because that seems to be the best option. And if I had only waited another day, and they feel bad about it, so he actually ended up giving me a free backpack. He gave me a free backpack and like a free USB-C also, just because he felt bad. Man, nice people in China, I swear. Even the cops are nice. The Western world gives this country a bad reputation. I have no idea why. I'm really loving it here.